Are we on?
That was a fun week break.
Yeah, just a week.
Yeah, just 1 week. We needed some time to run errands.
Hold on, I'm not even sitting down yet. My ass hurts.
Hey, sit down.
Hold on, I gotta get myself right.
You asked me to turn on the recording.
Yeah, because we need a pre-show now. We're different. This is a new era.
New era? Just everything's the same?
New Era, that's a dispensary at U of I. Now sponsored by New Era. This is a New Era TM of SpaceShow. Yeah. Sucking on that piece of wood really got my, grinded my gears, I'll say. No, that doesn't exist anywhere, let alone a Catholic high school marching band program. What are you drinking there, Ed?
I'm drinking Freedom of Assembly by Revolution Brewing. What are you drinking there?
Black is Beautiful. It's an oatmeal stout brewed to support justice and equality for people of color. That's me and you.
By Three Floyds.
By Trace Floyds.
So, we're back.
Yeah.
It's been a minute.
Yeah. It's been, in fact, several.
It's been many months, I think, at this point.
When was the last time we put out an episode? Because I know you and Mickey put out some after...
We put out one.
Oh, so not some.
Yeah.
Scratch that.
And then it was finals week, so it's been a while. I did record one with the PyQ of 2019.
Yeah. When was that?
Maybe a couple months ago.
Yeah.
But the video kept messing up, so I never put it out.
That's right.
Yeah.
I remember you doing that, but
Speaking of which, no video for this week's episode.
I think they know that.
At this point.
I think they cannot see that.
Audible listeners.
I think they hear that. They don't get a video regardless.
Yeah,
right?
What if something happens that they're I gotta turn on that video.
Now.
I gotta go back.
Now I gotta tune in. You didn't tell me that we weren't doing a video today, so I wore a nice shirt for nothing.
It's nice. I'll describe it for the
There's
the
a
listeners.
hole in it. It's kind of wrinkled, but it looks nice.
It looks like he just got it out of the dryer.
Stop! Get out of my head.
It's a nice blue, a baby blue, button up.
Yeah.
He rolled up the sleeves.
I did.
Sunglasses in a pocket.
Red utensil in a pocket. I am wearing 3 different colors of blue as well.
What's with you and wearing shorts for underwear?
This is not my underwear. These are my shorts under my shorts.
Why do you wear shorts under your shorts? In case you got a ball up?
Well, yeah. In case I get warm.
Oh, okay.
It was really... it's more useful in, not normal everyday life circumstances where you're, in a house and it's comfortable. But it was really useful, this past weekend where I was, outside and drumming, and I was, kind of warm. I could lose a layer of pants right now. I sure could use some shorter shorts. I don't need to go anywhere. I don't need my wallet and phone on me. I'm standing in one spot.
That's why I just wear 3 coats at all times in case it gets hot out.
For the pockets.
Yeah.
And cargo shorts, yeah.
So it's been a few months.
Yeah.
Let's catch up with you.
What are you talking about?
Since we last recorded.
Nothing is different.
Typically, we talk about what's going on in our lives.
Yeah.
And it's been a little bit.
Do we? I kind of forgot we've done this. Hope we sound all right. Did you do a sound check?
I made sure your mic was working.
I don't know about that.
Do you want to do a sound check
real
quick? I'll be right back.
You're not professional. No, I think we should roll with it.
Okay.
Let's roll.
Yeah, no, school at the end sucked.
Yeah, so what's been going on with me?
Go on. Tell me about it.
I don't know, man. There was that end of the school year, and that whole thing happened, and then I was like, damn, it's summertime now. Don't really know where to start. Ask me some questions about my past few months so I can go jump into stories.
Did you pass your semester?
Yeah, I did.
Congrats.
Yeah, I did.
Nice.
That was actually one of my better semesters at college.
Nice.
I kind of cut out all the distractions towards the end there, but yeah, it was really good. Learned a lot. Now I'm taking more classes this summer, which is pretty bullshit.
Yeah, I hate that. Summer school is dumb. Don't do it. Just stay in school
Last time. Best time.
You know what Vivian made me realize recently? I'm going to finish my 4-year degree in 7.5 years.
Hey, man. As long as
almost twice as much time.
Hey, man.
And I've been in school for all of it.
Who won the race? Tortoise or the hare?
I mean...
You tell me. The Mexican that took
7.5
years. It took 7.5 years to finish his degree.
God.
Hey, I'll drink to that.
Yeah, I'd have a swig.
My sister took 4 years to get her 2-year degree. So, I mean, that's a worse ratio if you do the math.
That's true. That's like a 100 to 98.
So you're not alone in this race.
All right.
But yeah,
Me and your sister right up there, neck and neck.
she's pretty cool.
She is. She's very cool.
Have you met my sister?
In passing. She knows my name.
She does.
Yeah, like I've been at your house. Hey, Eddie. She does recognize me.
Yeah. My brother knows your name too. That's how you know you're in.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I'm sure he recognized us from when I asked him for his scrubs.
That in high school.
In
for
high
the
school.
Halloween.
I'm sure he
costume
recognized
contest?
me like, oh, I've had a conversation.
Yeah, he doesn't
with
know
him.
that many brown people.
It's very rare.
Yeah. It's like Danny's brown friend,
Okay,
Eddie.
okay.
Logged away.
I'm impressed he knows my name.
Yeah, and now he knows that you're the funny guy.
Funny guy.
The halftime rituals.
Yes, I mean, you gotta know. When you know, you know.
It's a good friend. But yeah, more school has what has been going on with me, and more bands, so more of the same.
Hell yeah.
What about you? I don't really care that much. I'm just asking for everyone else.
I appreciate it. Everyone else that doesn't care.
I'm actually gonna take a quick lap.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I know finals week kicked my ass. My study group and I were all at campus for 12 hours a day for 5 days in a row. And it was rough. Update, the Oreos have been brought in. The Oreos have
I
landed.
knew I got up for something.
Yeah, no, I've passed the semester, going to next semester,
Yeah.
and I don't know. I'm not excited for school.
What are you doing now? When do you start like clinicals and all that?
So I'm starting my clinicals last semester.
Oh yeah.
I was at it wouldn't be weird if I said where I was at, right?
Because you're not there anymore, right? Or are you?
I might go back. I'm gonna leave it in. I go to a hospital, and you do a lot of the same work as a CNA for your first rotation,
Oh,
just because they don't trust you
already
all
know
that
the
much.
ropes.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
but I also got to hand out medicine, so I was giving shots, injections.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I could have signed up to like give COVID vaccines. I didn't want to because it was volunteer work,
Mm-hmm.
but I could have.
Yeah, and you should never work for free.
Yeah, when you're good at what you do.
I say as a former Boy Scout and volunteer at the hospital you work at.
I mean, what can I say? Yeah, no, it sucked. I don't know, but this semester I'll be in med surge. So if you don't really have a unit in the hospital, they just kind of throw you on a med surge unit.
Uh-huh.
And I also do mental health for my clinical rotations.
Oh,
Yeah.
neato.
Yeah.
Woke.
Very cool.
Woke.
Yeah, everyone says it's scary because see a lot of young people and you feel bad for them.
But like everyone's life is hard, and regardless of where you are, like
I'm gonna let them know that.
Someone's gonna have more fucked up shit going on
Hey.
in their life.
Everyone's life is hard. Get over it.
Get over it.
You don't need these meds. Give me those meds.
Give me those meds. I had a rough day. I woke up late. Cat sick. Got the flu.
Oh no. Yeah, I don't know. You, me, and the big fella are all teaching again now.
Oh yeah. What are we doing for jobs?
I'm still at the hospital, and I did my first Bulls gig in a year and a half.
Why did it take so long?
There's this whole thing going on. I'll catch you up on it later. Some people started podcasts during it.
Weird. Why would you do that?
I don't know.
Some people started a shitty podcast during it.
And then they went on break to come back after it's pretty much over.
Yeah, and they're just like kind of like stringing it along at this point. But good on them.
People asked me about it the other week.
Who? Call them out. They're about to hear their name on the live.
I'm not calling them out, but they asked,
Come
"When
on.
are you guys gonna do that again?" When Danny's back home.
I've been home for. Never mind.
It was for while you're at 3-Day Fest.
Oh,
Yeah.
is it somebody we know through a certain individual, a certain large individual?
Yeah.
I bet I know who it is.
Yeah, they asked when is it coming back? Like, I don't know. Whenever we kind of figure out time to sit down and do it.
See, the thing is, like, now that I'm home, it's been the first time I've been home, like home in forever. So I'm so fucking busy. I'm tied up always. So, I mean, when you're a popular guy and
You
your
got a
time,
popular
your
podcast.
time is important, and you have a popular podcast that everyone wants to buy your merch to.
I mean,
Come on
what
now.
else can you say?
I have received a lot of compliments on that sticker, by the way, on my laptop.
Have you really?
Yeah.
Like, do they know what it's from, or just it's a nice design?
No, they're like, wow, that's a really nice sticker. And that's how I know, like, it's a good sticker. So then I tell them, it's my podcast.
No, it's the podcast
I haven't put in any work into the sticker or making episodes in the past few while, but,
Shout out to Anna Ko for designing everything Space Show.
Yeah.
All our merch, all the stickers. Yeah.
Insert some applause here. This is lame.
Yeah. No, she kicked butt, and now
She's doing the thing.
she is doing the thing again. She's out doing the drum corps
Making
thing.
Scouts history, which is pretty cool.
It's very cool, and she's part of the first siblings to ever march together. First female-male siblings.
To ever march Scouts together.
Yeah.
Not the first brother and
Just
sister.
ever.
They're literally the first sibling
It's
duo
impressive. No two siblings have ever liked band.
at one time.
Yeah.
This is true. Can confirm. My brother and sister used to be in a band. Do you know that?
I never knew that.
Yeah.
That's never once come up before.
Yeah, being a musician runs in the family.
Like, no, they didn't do high school band. They did 8th grade band, right?
They did 5th grade band.
They did requirement stuff.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
They never made it past 6th grade, as far as I'm aware.
I don't blame them.
Yeah. My brother played clarinet, and my sister played trombone.
I would have flipped that.
Right? You'd think. Out of all the instruments, my sister chose to play trombone, and I was like... I was asking her about this the other time. Last time I saw her, I was like, why? She's like, not too sure.
Okay.
She was just like, I liked how the thing moved, and she thought it would be easiest to play, but like, it's really ambiguous with the notes.
You just kind of have to have a really good ear.
Yeah.
Which sucks.
And then good, like, you have to have long arms too.
Also true.
She doesn't have long arms. Like, she's probably about this tall, about 3 feet tall.
About 3 feet? Yeah, I've seen her. She's
about yay high.
I trip over her all the time.
Yeah. But yeah, I used to play clarinet. Do you know that?
I did know that.
There's a photo of me.
Yeah.
But yeah, just for 1 year, and I was like, fuck that.
I want to get really good at drums.
Sucking on that piece of wood really, really got my, like, grinded my gears, I'll say. It just makes me cringe thinking about it.
Like, I know the clip I'm using for the week.
Like, sucking on that wood. Like, you know the reeds?
Oh, the reeds. My bad.
You know, because the instrument's made out of wood, and then the part that vibrates also is made out of wood.
Hey, easy now. This is a family-friendly show.
Is it?
No, it's not. Has it ever been?
I mean, my mom does listen.
Shout out.
I mean, she listened to the last episode. Maybe that's why we stopped subconsciously.
Like, uh-oh.
Carol, if you're listening to this, please don't bring it up.
Never talk to us about it. I haven't asked you about this yet, so tell me about it now.
No.
How was your trip to Idaho? It's been, what, 2 months since you went to Idaho?
Not 2 months. Maybe a month. And every time I've tried to talk to you about it, you're just like, I'm not going to ask you about Idaho.
I refuse to ask you about Idaho. But hey, how was it? Now that we're on air, and we'll have memories of it forever.
Good.
On the internet.
It was good.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
This guy shows up to my house, like, the day he gets back. Sits down, and we were just chatting. No, I didn't ask him about it. He kept trying to slyly bring it up. Well, oh, that reminds me about Idaho.
I knew it was a bit. You didn't get that. I'm not gonna be a fucking asshole and come back for my trip, my awesome trip to Idaho that I had, this summer a month ago. Because I totally did that when I was younger. I went on a vacation to Costa Rica and I came back and I wouldn't stop talking about it, and my friends really made fun of me for it.
Oh no!
Like, when do you ever stop talking about Costa Rica? And I was like, it was good.
Did you want to hear about it?
I had fun. No, nobody wants to hear about your stupid trip. But no, yeah, it was sick. We were out visiting Asher, somebody I lived with this past year. He's a really fun guy. And I told you that we didn't take any pictures with him when we were out there.
No.
There's like a group of us that we were like all living together this past year, and we went out there
I saw those pictures,
to be wholesome and visit him, and we just completely forgot to take pictures with him.
Oh, that's awful.
We went out to dinner and everything. We went out to dinner a few times. Really good, like, everything out there. Idaho is like very, very slept on in terms of being.
I was convinced people didn't live
awesome.
out there.
They don't. That's why it's awesome.
Oh, okay.
That's why it's great. Aaron Paul, of Breaking Bad fame.
Yeah.
He has a cabin, like, I want to say within like a 50-mile radius of where we were staying.
Did you guys visit?
No. But I heard about it because, like, everyone in town, like, knows, like, oh yeah, Aaron Paul, like, you see him in town sometimes.
That's actually pretty dope.
Yeah.
Just casually seeing Aaron Paul.
Yeah, and, like, I think I told you this, but we, like, that's, like, where, like, that's the country where, like, celebrities go out. They, like, have, like, giant cabins out there. That's where Kanye goes. That's where John Mayer lives. And from Ye, the album we saw, those driving back. I definitely told you that because I was,
you sent me that picture.
Very excited about it. But that picture was fake. That was just a random mountain range. But we actually saw the real mountains.
Ah. It looked very...
They were far away, so we didn't get, like, the actual picture.
That picture looked very similar to the album artwork.
It's funny how all mountains look alike, isn't it?
You know what? I don't want to hear about this trip anymore.
It's funny how all mountains within the same mountain range look alike, isn't it? Damn.
This guy sucks.
That's crazy. Yeah, so we were
we have an opening for a co-host of this podcast.
We were in the Sawtooth Mountains, which is a mountain range which is in the northwest of America, around Idaho.
Oh, Idaho. Like Montana area?
Yeah, west of Montana and Wyoming.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it was like 3,700 miles, I think is the number, round trip, driving. We drove there.
I want to say, my reaction was, that's not bad. I have no idea.
As fuck.
I cannot conceive
You know in the song Hey There, Delilah?
I'm familiar.
You know, you've heard that song?
Yeah.
He talks about it. He's like a
What's
thousand.
it like in New York City, in Idaho?
1,000 miles seems pretty far, but they got planes and trains and cars, and I'll walk to you if I have no other way. 1,000 miles does seem pretty far. Now imagine multiplying that by 3.7.
How many miles was it to like from our area to Dayton, Ohio, or not Dayton, to X? Because I made that trip a couple times.
That's
Is that like 300 miles?
I want to say it's 450, 500 miles, especially
Okay.
from the Chicago area. I'm gonna look it up because I'm curious.
Because that's my only reference of like road trip.
And I think from Urbana, it's around 350, and like it's like 100 miles to Champaign, Urbana. So I want to say I'm gonna put in my guess is 450.
All right, this is where the audience gets to play along at home.
What am I looking up? Cincinnati.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna type in Dayton because don't know how to spell Cincinnati.
Chiancanididai, right? Isn't that how it's spelled?
Please say that again.
Nope.
Chiancanididai?
Yeah.
No.
Ohio?
Okay, so 4 hours and 30 minutes, which is 300 miles.
300 miles. Oh my god.
So yeah, imagine
So let's play that by 10.
3,700 miles. So I'm gonna show you the phone.
Okay, that's a phone.
Fuck the. This is a podcast. Yeah, that's to Ohio.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna zoom out. Idaho's all the way over here,
That's
and Stanley, which is where we were, is in the middle of the state. So you have to drive through all the mountains to get there, and driving through mountains takes forever because you can't drive straight through them. You have to. We were following a river called the Salmon River for like 3 hours, and there was just no cell reception.
really.
Also, no cell reception in Idaho, which is pretty funny. I told you the school we work at.
Good save, good save.
The people there, they were like, yeah, when we were trying to contact you, you were totally off the grid, and I was like, oh yeah, it was because there's no cell reception in that part of the country. Fun fact about cell reception: do you know why there's like cell reception like doesn't go like everywhere? Is because the cell towers communicate with each other directly, and so they have to be tall enough to be able to reach over the curvature of the earth. And so if the cell touches the earth at all on the way to another cell tower, it doesn't work. So that's why they're always up on elevated surfaces. Out in Idaho, if you just saw like a random one singular like mountain or butte out in the middle of flatlands, all the cell towers like for all the services would be on that mountain, and it would just look like a forest of cell towers. More you know.
I mean, it makes sense when you explain it.
Yeah.
But I would have never thought of that.
Exactly.
Why don't we just build like a really high cell tower then?
You'd think, right? I think the world's tallest one is in Poland. I don't know why I know that.
That's really weird to know.
It's like, cause like
You've never been to Poland or anything.
No, I'm not Polish, nor. But, and I think the tallest cell tower in North America is in one of the Dakotas. So maybe we
East
saw
or
it.
west?
Yeah. So maybe we saw it and just didn't even know because it's highly unimportant.
The Dakotas.
We did see the world's largest Culver's.
Was it impressive, or was
No.
it like every other Culver's?
It was by square footage that it was world's largest. Because like they had an extra conference room or something.
So like it wasn't anything special. It just happens to be the largest Culver's.
I had definitely stopped there on other road trips before because it's only in Wisconsin, and like not known it's the world's largest Culver's because it's very low key and
They don't advertise that?
very just average. Not on any of the outside signs. You would have to walk in and know a sign to look at to see. Oh, this is the world's largest Culver's.
I'm here.
This is it. It definitely has the world's largest parking lot for a Culver's I've ever seen because they probably anticipated it being a hot spot. But
That's awful, man.
the same day we saw the world's largest metal sculpture.
What classifies it as like?
It's just entirely made out of metal, like sheet metal.
Oh, okay.
And like welded and shit like
So
that.
I just got like a really tall metal pole.
It's no, it's encapsulating geese. Like I don't know, it's just on the side of the
This
road.
is why I don't ask about your road trips.
We went to the fucking nowhere land. And maybe we went somewhere cool like LA or New York, but we went to Idaho, man.
Did you visit where South Park is like based out of?
That was a different trip.
Okay.
That was 2 times ago seeing my sister in Colorado.
Right,
'Cause
right.
that's like I forget the name of that town, but it's
Isn't it
in
South
Colorado.
Park?
No, it's a
No?
different. There's an actual name to it, but it's in Colorado,
If you say so.
and it's advertised everywhere. It's like this is the South Park, and you're like, oh, this is it.
I-
This is it. Like why? It's just like I don't see the resemblance. Like maybe there's like one street where there's like you can kind of picture like the facades of like you know like
Like
because
a storefront.
everything's 2D.
Yeah.
But like I don't know, it's very loosely based, I would think, and they really capitalize off it. a little bit too hard. There's like cutouts to like put your face into where you can be Cartman and shit like that.
Hell yeah.
And, like, who cares? Just a town.
I'm gonna go there to do it now.
Imagine if you lived there, how sick of you are of like South Park and just the worst people showing up to your town.
I watch it for like maybe a solid week straight. Like I'll watch a couple, like a season or something, and then I'm sick of it for 2 years. Like this is dumb. It's the same joke.
Yeah, it's like it's funny. Like every place like that like has like a show like based around it, it's kind of shitty. Like South Park is probably pretty nice compared to like Scranton. Scranton was like straight up ghetto.
Yeah, because the mall's closed, right?
It is like in the process of closing.
Mm-hmm. I used to look up like
It
closed
was.
mall videos, and it was on there. Like, oh.
Yeah, when I went there, it was based damn near abandoned. Like the only things that were open in it were like the office memorabilia stores.
Oh.
The food court was even closed.
Wasn't the sign there?
Yeah, that's where.
Because you have a picture in my sweater with that sign that I haven't gotten back
That
from
was
you
probably
yet.
the last time I wore that sweater. Real talk.
Like years ago, right? High school?
Yeah, I just brought all my clothes back from college, and I was like, I still have it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was one of my nice shirts. I probably don't fit in that anymore.
I was just about to say that shirt probably fits neither of us now.
Yeah. Turns out during quarantine and you don't work out and you just eat your feelings away, you get a little bigger. So my clothes like don't fit.
But I thought you got taller.
Yeah, that's it. I hit that 23-year-old growth spurt.
You used to wear small shirts like 3 years ago.
After like for drum corps, my first 2 seasons at Cole Cadets, like sponsor shirts. Here you go. Well, I wear a small now,
Yeah, I'll take a small.
so I'll keep wearing that. I wish I got mediums, man. Or
I
some of my jerseys are smalls.
just started switching over to larges. From
Really,
medium.
you're
Yeah.
wearing a large?
Yeah, right.
Okay.
I used to swim in larges, but like some of my shirts, my t-shirts now are
You used to
larges.
swim in larges?
Like they used to look really baggy on me.
Oh, I thought you meant like you would put on a large shirt to swim. Like, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, why? That's where I was confused.
Yeah, you know, I used to be the fat kid at the pool, at the public pool. Who was too afraid to take off his shirt.
Man, guys wearing larges now.
Extra
When you want
larges.
to donate your mediums, they can have a home here.
They still fit in a medium. But yeah, I can wear a large now.
I had to buy some pants, some shirts today, dress shirts,
Really? Why?
because I'd always buy slim fit. Because, you know, I got skinny and fat like 8 times, so I used to wear slim fit. And then the smalls, the buttons just like start poking the different directions now because it's getting a little tight. But the
Yeah.
mediums are super baggy on me.
Oh yeah.
So I'm like, let me try a regular fit. No, go ahead, eat the Oreo. I'll wait.
I'm gonna eat on air. Sorry, they're enticing me.
So now I have to admit I'm a regular shirt. I'm like, uh-oh. I gotta cut back on something, or else I'm gonna have to replace my clothes.
Those Oreos so good. Now I'm gonna start having to wear extra larges. But yeah.
Okay.
Well, I forgot what we were talking about. I don't give a fuck anymore.
Did I ever tell you about the time I got punched at work?
Yeah,
I did?
definitely.
Okay.
And somebody got peed on.
I did get peed on. I don't know if I told that one on here yet.
Is there a reason? Like,
Is there a reason I got peed on?
is there a reason you weren't saying it?
No.
Like
Just,
HIPAA violation or something
no,
like
I
that?
just don't tell the people about their, what their name is, their age, why they were there. Leave it super vague. And you're fine if you can talk about it. So I was taking care of a patient.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I was about to leave for the day.
Yeah.
I gave my report to the next shift. I'm like, hey, there you go. I'm gonna get out of here. A light goes on. Don't worry about it, coworker. I'm gonna go get it and then I'll leave just so like you can get time to settle in. That was the first and last time I did that. Guy calls. The nurse. Hey, Eddie, can you come help me? The person soiled themselves. We just have to like change them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's fine. Changing him. You roll him one way. You roll him the other way. The person wasn't all there mentally. They were kind of there.
Mhm.
Like, they knew what they were doing.
Yeah.
But you just can't reason with them. So we turn them away from me. I wipe them up, clean them up. Turn them towards me. And then I'm holding them. And the nurse is like, all right, we're almost done. All of a sudden, my leg's getting super warm. I look down. What are you doing? Are you peeing on me?
What are you doing? Like, you can't tell immediately what's happening.
I was livid.
Wait, like on your clothes, like on your
Like
clothes?
on my pants.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd do
because
this
my leg
too.
was just getting warm. And the nurse, are you peeing on him?
Ain't that the thing?
Why wouldn't you tell us? I thought it would be rude.
Yeah.
So like they just have no sense of reasoning.
Rude not to say.
I believe that they thought it was rude, but they're just not with it enough to say I have to start peeing.
Yeah. Fair enough.
And then we had to change the patient all over again. We wrap it up. Cool. I head out. I'm never doing this again. What do you mean? Changing someone? No. Being nice to people.
Staying for somebody.
Mm-hmm. And I don't know if this part's gross or not.
Definitely.
Okay. I'll go with that answer.
I'm grossed out.
So my charge nurse saw, and they're like, hey, Eddie, we can get you another pair of scrub bottoms if you want to just change real quick before you go. Well, and my rationale was, it's going to take time to get a pair of scrubs, send them up. I got to put them on, and I have to remember to bring them back, right? No, I live pretty close here. I'm just going to go home. So I just sped home, drove with those scrubs on, took them off, cleaned them, bleached my leg. So I should have taken the pants.
You sat in your car with pissy pants?
Okay, it's not like I'm squishing around like... It was on my leg.
You sat in your car with pissy pants?
I did.
It's kind of tough. It's a tough look. Tough to say that on air.
I mean, that was when I just started to. So I was super afraid, like, I don't want
to be that guy to ask for pants when I got pissed on, you know? When some dude pissed my pants for me.
Oh, man. Now that I'm thinking about it now,
You're the
those
dude...
nurses I probably was working with at the time, as soon as I turned the corner, what the hell's wrong with him?
You're the dude that sat in piss pants.
Who does that? Who does that shit? Because I would say that now.
You sat in somebody else's piss.
Yeah. Like, oh.
For a time. It doesn't matter how long. Like, it doesn't matter that you only live 3 minutes away. Like, you sat in somebody else's piss for a time. You chose to.
I would have just been standing in it, and I would have gotten home later.
Some dude pissed your pants, and you just lived with it until you got home.
That person owns me now.
In dog world, yeah. So, like, do you look at charts, right?
I can, yes.
How do you look at charts? In hospitals, they're, like, printed off, or is that old school?
So... I mean, we do have physical charts with, like, stickers, test results, some test results.
Like
if I have to go give an EKG, I'll put the results in there. But it's all kept at a station, at the station.
On paper, though?
Yes. Well, yes, but the important stuff for the charts, like notes from doctors or nurses, vital signs, most other things, is online. And you can print it right off.
Yeah. The reason I ask is because now, I told you, I've been working in an office, like a gastroenterology office. And for those of you who don't know, it's for the butt doctors. And all I do all day, like, at this job is like fax charts and like fax doctors to sign them and like things like that. And it's all on this like program. And like,
which one do you guys use?
G-Med, something like that.
I know like, Meditech and Cerner.
Yeah, it's probably specifically for like gastroenterologists because it starts with G.
I mean, whatever people use, that's what they use. Sometimes it's not the most efficient.
I didn't realize there were so many programs.
Oh yeah.
But like, yeah, I was like, I didn't realize you could pull up anybody's chart. I pulled up my chart.
That's moderately. You're not supposed to do that.
But it's my information.
So when I started at this hospital, I had to sit through an orientation. That's a week long.
Yeah.
And part of it's HIPAA. For those of you that don't know HIPAA, it's the Health and Insurance Privacy Protection Act.
Nice.
Yeah.
Smart guy.
Yeah.
Smart guy.
I've had to use that answer like 8 times on tests.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Good to know that I might need to know that.
What is HIPAA an abbreviation for? Which of these acts ensures patient privacy?
Hippopotamus in a pool party.
Recent. The 1970s.
Yeah.
You think we would have had medical privacy sooner?
No, see, medicine's been kind of backwards for up until recently. Well, it's still kind of recently.
Yeah. But okay, what was I talking about?
HIPAA and what it is.
Oh yeah.
And, like why looking at your own chart is bad.
That's it. Okay, so we're going over HIPAA at the orientation, and the guy explicitly says you can't look up anyone else's information. We do audits. We will know, like even if it's a family member, XYZ, and we've recently run into the occurrence of someone's own chart. While that is your information and you are allowed to look at it, you need to go through a process that we get you your information.
Really?
Yeah, because you can start changing your own info. Sure, it'll have your tag name at the end.
Sure, yeah.
But like,
yeah, you'll know who changes it and when. But like,
yeah, so like
you can do that like with anything.
I can go into my chart.
You can do that with anything though.
And with my hospital stuff, you can type in a person's name.
Yeah.
And as long as you don't like
birthday
click into it, you're not in their chart. But you can still see like where someone is or where they've been.
The recent stuff.
Yeah. Like I could do that to you. I never have though.
If you do, I got a pretty interesting history. My chart's kind of full. because I've looked at a lot of like people's like files and things like that, and like so I'm like kind of familiar with like what an average clientele looks like to like our gastroenterology clinic, and like my history's kind of long. Like my whole episode last summer,
Yeah.
that was they didn't know what the fuck was up with me.
It was, oh no.
It was
We're
like,
gonna have a really upset mother pretty soon.
we don't know. Yeah, but like that was really interesting to look at.
Well, they kind of took out your appendix for no reason.
It wasn't for no reason. It was inflamed.
It
just
was.
it didn't burst.
Yeah.
So like it could have technically stayed in, but
You could have technically not had surgery.
yeah. Let me tell you, throwing up with fresh incisions in your abdomen, not fun.
I'm guessing that's right when you got back to the room.
No, I didn't throw up because I was still on the IV at the hospital, and if I ever thought I was nauseous, they'd just be like, "Here's some
they just
Zofran.
push it, yeah.
Here's some Zofran in the arm."
Oh,
The best way.
That stuff hits so fast.
The best. And like that's why being at the hospital was awesome. I literally felt great. So I was like, fuck, I'm good enough to go home.
We call
and
people lifers when they don't want to leave because it's so comfy. They move in.
I do get that. And especially there, it's like a hospital almost. It's a nice hospital.
You mean a hotel?
I'm a
almost?
hotel. Yeah. Jesus. Only other nicer hospital I've seen is Elmhurst Community.
I've never been there.
You know, I drove past the other day. It has a sign on the front. #1 hospital in the country.
Okay, maybe some local newspaper might
No,
have
it was
said
like
that.
rated by like, not like a local newspaper because I would have been able to like say it's BS, but it was like maybe by like USA Today or something like that. I was like, fuck, because
Okay.
it's the only hospital I know of that's newer. Beep beep.
3350
Sorry,
Okay,
sorry.
no, you're good. That's newer than where I work.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck, but
Way to ruin the flow of everything.
and it's bigger too. It's like not 1,000 rooms because that's massive, but like 500,
Where I work is like 300.
500. I want to
Okay.
say. I know the only hospital I know of that's 1,000 rooms is the one on campus at University of Michigan because that's a learning hospital.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, and it's one of like the best in the country to go to.
Not bad, not bad.
Well, you know, and the Children's Hospital at Iowa is also huge. Big Ten's their hospitals. The one at U of I is not that great.
No, we get your patients all the time.
Oh yeah,
They drive up two and a
Because
half
they
up
don't
3
wanna
hours.
go
They don't
there?
have the stuff like to do anything there.
that makes sense.
I'm like, I'm getting someone from Champaign.
Do you guys have a helicopter thing on top of your hospital?
We have 2 helicopter pads.
Wow.
I don't know that they're used ever, but I think by law we're required to have them.
Could you technically fly in somebody from Champaign if you needed to? Because I see helicopters flying in and out all the time.
It all just kind of depends. Like if there's maybe a bunch of bad accidents and it would take too long and the patient doesn't have time. Yeah,
I have no idea how long a helicopter can fly for. So
and I don't know anything about helicopters. I imagine a while.
yeah.
You got to pace it out, I guess.
That's the other thing in Idaho. They no, the nearest hospital was like over 100 miles away.
What?
So if we like had an issue, we would have had to get life flighted. And while we were there, one of Asher's roommates and coworkers had to get his appendix taken out. I was like, been there, done that. So he had to get life flighted via helicopter to the hospital. And if you think an ambulance is expensive, think about how much a fucking helicopter is. I'm talking 5 digits.
I heard a doctor say the other
Hefty.
day. So sometimes if you can't eat, like maybe you would choke if you ate, they put a tube in your stomach, J tube, J junostomy. It goes right to your stomach and like you get the nutrients, or like it goes right to your intestine, and that's where you get the nutrients. So they have to hook you up to like a nutrition bag. He's like, yeah, these bags, glorified granola bar, they just cost like $1,000. It's like the equivalent of like 3 granola bars.
Really? Like nutritional value of 3
Yeah.
granola
I'm like,
bars?
oh my god.
It's tough when you can't fucking eat.
I hate medicine. I don't think it should be so expensive.
Dude, let me tell you about this. So at the specialty clinic I work at, right? Specialty doctors, there's a lot of money flowing through there. They get paid millions of dollars. That's one thing. This other thing is that they get specialty drugs delivered to them. And this one time, this nurse was telling me when I was there last week, she was telling me about this drug that literally costs $7,000 a vial. A single dose of it is $1,000, and it's supposed to be refrigerated. And when it got delivered, like people like to sign like willy nilly there, like very carelessly.
Yeah.
And so it got not only misplaced for a time, it was misplaced and unrefrigerated for like 3 weeks. So it was completely
No.
spoiled. It was like 30 grand worth of this medicine.
Someone got fired.
That just no, I don't even think so,
No?
because like they couldn't put the blame on anybody. But like 30 grand of medicine just gone to waste.
And it probably wasn't even that much medicine.
No, it was only like 6 doses or something like that. Something stupid, literally. But just like talking about how expensive things are. In my episode, my mom was telling me because she likes to make me feel bad with how expensive things are she pays for me. She was talking to me. She's like, "Yeah, if we didn't have good insurance, like this would be costing us like well over like 6 figures." Like, just like,
no, I've had people tell me like, I don't know if I can afford. I work on a surgical unit. I don't know if I can afford the surgery, or I might have to like mortgage my house or like sell my house or something.
it's so sad.
That's awful.
It really is terrible.
Like just because you fell on hard times medically, now you're
Not your
falling
choice.
on hard times financially. That's awful.
It's literally not your choice to have a medical issue, and it's not the most fun either.
No.
But yeah, wouldn't want to go through that again.
No?
In all honesty, never again.
I was thinking like I still have my appendix.
That could happen to you.
What if I end up here, and since I'm on the surgical floor, my coworkers, because my coworkers have ended up on the floor, and let me tell you, I always say I'm not taking care of them. I don't want to see anything about them.
It's so funny because like at the office I work at, like they all go in there and get their like colonoscopies there because they're all older, and I'm like, these people.
That's weird. I don't want people
weird.
seeing that.
They're all seeing your straight up inside your butt cheeks.
I've seen a colonoscopy performed.
Yeah,
It's very intimate.
yeah, I bet. I've seen pictures that result from colonoscopies.
The room is probably the size of where that
Yeah,
couch is, to like where the fridge is.
Oh yeah,
It's a very just intimate
Very
setting. A bunch
small.
of
there's a few of them in the office. They do a few procedures in the back, but there's not many.
it was, and there's only so many people, and they're seeing everything.
Yeah,
I would not want my coworkers.
I mean, I
seeing
basically had a
anything about me.
colonoscopy in the other end.
That's an endoscopy.
Endoscopy, yeah. But yeah, same thing, but just other end.
I mean, that's true.
Sticking a camera in your holes.
During one of my clinicals, I was seeing a guy get an endoscopy, and he started waking up.
Oh really?
I don't think he was awake. He started coughing, and man, those nurse anesthetists get paid money to do nothing.
Really?
Guy's on his phone. He hears the guy pushes more of the medicine, just like maybe 2 milliliters, and the guy's out again.
Looks up from his phone.
That was it. That's what he did. I'm looking. I'm like, oh my god.
I'm trying to be that.
And halfway through, all right, my shift's over, and another guy came in.
And did the same thing.
He was in the middle of the procedure,
and he was playing Clash Clans.
I was baffled.
Yeah, I'm trying to do that, like high key,
Yeah, they make a lot of money.
because they need malpractice insurance.
I think I kind of want to go into education with my nursing degree.
Yeah, that's cool.
I want to do bedside for a while, take care of patients, but at the end of the day, I love teaching.
I fucking hate. Well, I don't hate teaching, but I would hate to teach in an actual educational setting.
Gotcha. Because all you need, I learned from Vivian's mother, you don't need an education degree to teach nursing. You just need a master's in any sort of nursing field, I guess.
And you could do that
Yeah.
easily.
Yeah, you just need it's a 2-year program.
Really?
Yeah, for your master's, depending where you're going.
Yeah, and what it is. What would you go for? Do you know yet?
No clue.
I'm gonna grab another beer.
Go for it. You want to grab me another sour?
Do you have a preference as to what?
Whatever was behind the one space that's there. They're ordered like the different beers in a row, so you can't get to any specific one. What else is there? Oh, we hit a milestone. We passed a year of SpaceShow.
Yeah, we did.
Wasn't consistent, but I mean, we still did it.
We've done 365 episodes.
3,065. Freedom of press.
What is this flavor?
This is dark berry complexity refreshing tart finish. Nope, that's just a description of the drink. Well,
That's just their mission statement.
session sour ale with currants. Currants.
I'm having another Black is Beautiful oatmeal stout because you said you didn't like them.
No, I didn't like. Do you like them?
And yeah, I
I
can
don't like
appreciate
dark
them.
beers.
I can appreciate dark beer.
Like a Guinness, not my guy. Not my thing.
Dude, I really am jealous of everyone that got to go to Ireland and MI in 2018. I don't know, it's really random to bring up, but they got
guys
to go to
going
the
on a trip
Guinness
this year?
factory. No. Yeah, they actually are going on to Ireland this year, but I'm not.
No, because aren't you still doing it?
Yeah. The trip is in 2022 though, so I won't be there.
Oh.
And get this, it's only a week long and costs the same as a tour of Drum Corps. I was like,
That's
even if I
silly.
was like able to go on it, it would be a hard decision to be like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, I'm gonna spend $4,000 on this week.
Like, it's a cool idea, but it's
Yeah.
just too much money for not enough return.
4 or 5 grand maybe, might even, but
Mhm.
I could be lying. It's at least 350, 3,500.
Yeah, it's kind of messed up.
I'm sure it'll be fun, but
Mhm.
like, we kind of got cheated. We were gonna go to Ireland actually this August, and just for a football game though, so it wouldn't have been like a whole trip, a week long trip. But it would have just been for a
Couple
weekend,
days, yeah.
weekend if that. But that would have been cool, and I would have been able to go on that, but it got canceled because of the vid and everything like that. Everything that comes with that. So, but yeah, Ireland, they have the Guinness factory, and because the drinking age is 18 there, MI goes on a tour of like the Guinness factory every time they're there,
Okay.
and everyone can drink in uniform.
In uniform?
In uniform, because it
That's the life.
doesn't matter, and it's just like everyone's like got pictures, like, because they perform there too, pretty sure, and they do like a parade in Dublin, and like everyone goes crazy about like American marching bands and marching line there, like in Ireland, and I'm just like imagining that, like
Have they ever heard of our high school? I mean, we're pretty decent.
they've probably heard three Celtic dances once or twice. Yeah, Amazing Grace, I think they know that one.
Yeah, they're familiar.
But yeah, it'd be
Our
cool
band
to go to
trip-
Ireland.
Our band trip sucked.
Yeah, dude, especially talking about with some other people's who
We went to Disney. We went to California.
Scooby went to New York,
We went to New York.
and their band was like 400 members.
We went to
I think they did
Branson,
Macy's.
Missouri.
If you didn't say Missouri and like you were just like Branson, everyone you say to that to is like, where's that at? Like, where's Branson?
Never heard of it. Not familiar.
I didn't know. I still didn't know where Branson was before our trip.
It was such a lame trip.
It wasn't that lame. I thought it was better than the Nashville trip, to be truthfully honest.
No, because remember on the way, there were a couple performances that just got canceled at Branson.
Mm-hmm.
There's the Titanic Museum.
But that was okay because like we just showed up there and we're just like looking at everything, just like
There's the
tourists.
St. Louis Arch.
That would have been cool. I forgot that was supposed to be a
We were
thing.
supposed to do that, but then the guy that was scheduling all our things, like from whatever company
The
that the school hired,
yeah. He was so bad.
he didn't
Bro-
realize there was a marathon. So we couldn't get to where we needed to go, and we were going to be late, like super late. So we just had to cancel on him.
I never heard that.
Yeah, the guy didn't know there was a marathon going
Burl
on.
too.
Earl.
Can you please find that picture of them? Like, because
I might have it.
there exists a picture of
I
them,
think-
right?
Sanchez is the one that posted it. So we used to have a percussion instructor, Burl,
Burl and Earl,
and the tour guide just looked so much like him,
but
but
like
younger.
a taller version of him.
Yeah.
Stretched out.
So we called him Earl, which was nothing close to his name. Don't even remember it.
No, we call him Earl behind his back.
Yeah.
It was an inside joke for us,
I think we told Burl about it.
and he was just talk about it. He's like, "What the fuck,
Mm-hmm.
you kids?"
I'm gonna steal your money.
Oh, Burl. What do you think he's up to? Do you think he's still with that Russian woman that he would bring into rehearsals?
Oh my god!
I was
forgot about
talking to
that.
somebody about that this weekend, and it's just very weird.
Because he was with a woman who
From-
had a kid already who was previously married,
and
and
from,
we marched with them from Nexus.
Yes, and then they were divorced.
They
or
got a
something.
divorce.
They were separated, and then
But within like a pretty short amount of
a
time.
year or two, started dating this woman from Russia.
Mm-hmm. I
Don't-
started bringing her around to like our band things. We were like,
Don't know
who
how
is
he
this?
met. She's definitely just trying to get a green card.
Yeah, it was weird.
It was so weird. Imagine like having a job, and you just bring your girlfriend to it. Like, no, like that doesn't exist anywhere, let alone a
No.
Catholic high school marching band program. Like, I don't know. That's just strange
I forgot about her.
to me. What was her name? It was something really stock. I don't know. Broomhilda.
Broomhill, and she would like try talking to us.
She was nice.
Yeah, but it was weird. I'm not trying to talk to my instructor's girlfriend.
And it was weird because I remember like she would just like show up and stand there initially, and we had no idea who she was. And then like in conversation, bro was like, "Oh yeah, that's my girlfriend." And as a high schooler,
And this was all after he stole the money, too, wasn't it?
yeah, did this happen your junior year?
Yes.
This was still happening my senior year.
Really?
Yeah, because I remember I specifically remember it happening my senior year, and
No,
him
he
like
wasn't around your senior year.
yeah, he was.
That's when I taught.
He was around because oh wait, maybe it wasn't my junior year then,
Because I remember showing up back from drum corps after summer junior year.
It was that weird
and
summer.
he was there still, and then he got fired throughout that school year. Because he asked for a big advance on his paycheck and then left. He never came back.
You're right. I'm confusing things. Fuck.
Come on, man.
But like, I remember him, because I remember him like sitting me down and like talking to me about what had happened, and he was like,
what had happened was
he completely lied, just spoken out of his ass about what actually happened.
I remember my first day back. I'm like, oh cool, back from drum corps, gonna do some marching band with my friends. It'll be great. All right, can all the former members of Nexus Indoor Percussion please come have a meeting with me? Because there's a lot of people from our high school.
Yeah. And
immediately we knew like he's gonna bring up the trial because the guy got caught embezzling a bunch of money from a non-for-profit organization. And yeah, it was just, I know there's a lot of things coming out about me, guys, but none of it's true. Let me tell you, none of it.
He's like, let me tell you, I am here. I'm here to stay. Like, just none of it's true. He was just like, some things have come out about me, but the truth will come out, and you guys will hear about it.
And I think after a month, he was out. Like, he didn't teach at the school anymore.
I don't know. He was super weird, super bad to us. Don't treat people like that. It's a word to the wise.
Yeah, don't steal from non-for-profits.
Don't promise things and then steal their money.
Yeah.
And then steal their money. Yeah. He was literally, I don't know. You know.
Oh, I'm aware.
But he was like very important to us.
Yeah. So like class rings, you can get an engraving on the bottom. You can like either type it or whatever, or you can get a signature. I'm like, well, my name is Edward Gomez Jr. I can get 3 people. I got my mom, my dad, and like, let me ask him. So his handwriting's on the inside of my class ring.
Should have had me sign the junior.
There you go. That would've been pretty cool.
Yeah, but like, what the fuck? Like, it's literally on your class ring now.
Right?
His
and then
writing.
he got fired for stealing
and
us.
he stole your fucking money.
And then we didn't have an indoor program anymore.
Well, that's what you get for buying a class ring.
I regret it.
You should, because
I will never wear it.
high school is lame. You don't need. When are you ever wearing a ring?
I mean,
I don't wear rings.
I'm gonna put on my core necklace.
I never bought one. like a championship ring.
Yeah, like
I didn't know you won.
Oh yeah, man. You know, I'm one with Jesus.
High school.
Yeah.
No, I won in high school. We got percussion. You know.
Mm-hmm. They give rings for percussion.
We got
now.
a percussion caption at our own show.
Yeah.
You don't know. I don't know. It was important then. When was the last time you wore your core necklace?
First day we started teaching at that new school.
Oh really?
Yeah.
It's kind of.
I wanted to insert dominance.
I wanted a pork chop. Maybe I'll wear it at a show then. If I show up to a show.
I wear it to shows. When did I wear it last?
That's not a
before
bad
that?
idea.
I remember when I wore it before that. Finals week. For school, because I wore everything that made me feel good. I went in with amazing
good
vibes.
vibrations.
Yeah. I think I wore the Joyous Kwanzaa shirt.
Nice.
With my favorite hoodie, my favorite pants, my favorite shoes.
Favorite underwear?
I think so. I brought my lucky pencil, even though we couldn't use them. I brought it in my pocket. And I wore my core necklaces, because they also were my good luck charm.
Fair.
Yeah. And it worked. I passed.
Nice.
Dude, I almost failed. I never told the story on the podcast.
Wow, it's all coming out.
Yeah.
But like
patho class, the professor said focus on endocrine system. So we did.
Yeah.
And then I tanked an exam, the last exam before the final, and I needed an 81 to pass. And I got it.
Listen, if you haven't failed an exam and actually failed or almost failed a class, you haven't lived in your life.
Are you even doing high school?
You haven't lived in your life.
I just like living on the edge.
I was thought I was failing Orgo 2 last semester. I think maybe I was speaking to you about this during when it's happening. I don't know.
We don't talk.
We don't know. We don't really talk. But yeah, I thought I was failing Orgo 2 like the entire time I was taking it. And then there was like finals week, and it turned out that I could completely skip the final and still pass the class.
Did you?
Yeah.
Nice. How did that feel? Not going to a final.
I was rock hard the whole time. That 3-hour period of the day, I was just full mast. I was so excited.
Was it just a pass-fail class?
No, it was graded fully, but like the way the class worked was it shouldn't have worked like this, but something had happened. There were 5 exams total, with 4 exams plus a final exam, and that's a fucking lot for a semester class, especially Orgo 2, which is really hard. Organic Chemistry 2, for those of you who don't know, aren't in the know, and I was like not scoring well on the initial exams, but I had done well on one of them, and so I had taken all 4 exams, or no, we were about to take the 4th exam, and then the system we were taking it on was like glitching out, so no, we couldn't take the exam that day, and it was just a big old headache. And he ended up changing the syllabus like late in the semester so that we could. The syllabus used to be one of our 4 like exams during the semester, not including the final exam. We could drop one of those, our lowest one, and replace it with our highest exam score. So that wasn't including the final exam. But because exam 4, we replaced our final exam time with exam 4, and then we took our final exam at a later date, it kind of screwed everyone out. Like everyone prepared for exam 4 at a certain time, because it like kind of fucked everybody over.
Yeah.
He was like, okay, now you can drop, the final exam is now part of that, and you can, like, if you get a lower score on your final exam, now that counts. So you can drop and replace with your highest score, even if it's your final exam. So I was like,
so you just replaced
got a 0 on my final exam, but replaced it with my highest exam score.
Oh, yeah, that's easy.
Which was not bad. It's considering for organic chemistry too, and I'm stupid, so like
that's kind of lame in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah,
but I mean,
it
worked for you.
It worked for those who were in a bad situation, and it like really helped out, because I would have needed a good final exam score, and that would have just like been a huge headache to prepare for. It was a hard class, and the thing was, the exams were only like 5 questions, and it's and it'd be like that.
On that somber note, we're at 50 minutes.
I was getting into it. I was about to go for another 2 hours.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us once again.
I'm drinking my empty beer.
Once again, I'm at least happy to be back. Danny looks a little pissed.
I'm pissed. Let's hopefully do this more. Like,
yeah, we need to. Maybe we'll do one more tonight.
There was a time where like we hung out for like an entire month, like every day, and
just didn't.
We went to the gym instead, which is, I mean, okay.
Yeah, it's fine, but
we didn't record it.
Let's be better about this.
Vlog and go to the gym and talk on the treadmill.
Hey guys, I'm on the treadmill.
And everyone's just in the background like, yeah. Like they do at the gym.
When those guys just start going off, I can't help but laugh.
At 1 a.m. Or when our buddy shows up on the stairs for 3 hours.
Oh, good for that guy. He's killing it.
I wish I could do that.
Yeah.
After not even 15 minutes, 5 minutes.
5 minutes, you're like, oh my God.
Bad time.
Follow our socials, spaceshow.pod.
Don't follow me on Instagram anymore because I fucking deleted that shit.
Buy our merch. Follow my dog.
Yeah.
Chance period L period Perito.
Follow my godson. Yeah. Chance period L Perito.
Yeah. Chance the pupper. We should probably talk about him on the next podcast.
Oh yeah. I got him afterwards. He's a new development. Yeah. So is your daith piercing.
So is my
little teaser for next episode.
There you go. All right. Well, thanks for joining us. See you hopefully in next week consistently. Bye.